let's get to the next talk, which is Christiane Bergemann giving a talk on the European Commercial Lunar Surface Access Service. So Christiane, let me know once you have your...
Yes, I will share here my screen, just a minute.
Excellent. And anybody with questions, please post them into the chat. You can also raise your hand at the end as well.
Can you see the presentation?
Yep, looks great.
Yes. So thank you very much. First of all, I would like to apologize because I have some connections problems and I cannot switch on my camera here. So it's not, I'm just able to present something. So my name is Christiane Bergemann. I am project manager in the Exploration Science and Human Space Flight Directorate at OHB System. And in the next slides, I would like to present you the OHB Lunar Surface Access Service and point out how this will impact in the European economy. So to the next slide. So the first question is why fly with us? Now, first, I would like to introduce the characteristics that LSAS brings with. LSAS is not just a lunar service with flight heritage, but also the first European service offering short-term flight opportunities to the moon. It's based on the Beresheet lunar lander. LSAS is the most attractive key enabling technology to support the de-risking process of the L3 lunar lander. So go to the next one. Just a minute, I lost my mouse. So a strong partnership, of course, to make it happen, a strong partnership was created and is needed. And since 2018, OHB and IAI joined forces to realize this mission. The core team is OHB and IAI, and the responsibility is set up with OHB as prime contractor, leading the mission, and IAI is responsible for the delta design and the subsystem integration. So I go next. So our payload, that is a capacity from 85 until 100 kilograms, depends on the kind of the launch possibility that we will choose, GTO or TLI. And besides that, LSAS aims to be the first European mission to the lunar South Pole. Our first estimation foresee, as you can see here below, at least 3 flights within this decade, and we started the first flight in 2024. So next slide. So the landing on the South Pole is not the only innovation that LSAS brings with. LSAS will also be a long-lived mission. The selected site assessed by our team is a highly illuminated zone with very few darkness days. In fact, we aim to maximize the outputs of this mission and the experiments and avoid the necessity for a night survival. So I go to the next one. So another uniqueness of LSAS is our tailoring price. The pricing concept foresees not just the mass, but other factors as location on the lander, visibility, needed power, etc. The deviation of the traditional pricing model put LSAS in a competition position if compared with the already placed lunar service. So we decided here to not follow the traditional system, but to make something different all here and something unique also here. So I go to the next one. So we target here different kind of customers. We offer different kind of payloads opportunities covering science, technology, demonstration, education, and opportunities for marketing and branding. This idea aims to ensure that we bring the moon closer to everyone. Our process is as simple and fast as possible so that we can support the customers and answer all the questions in a simple and efficient way. And also that the customers that are outside this branch as aerospace, they can understand and they can also contribute with payloads for this mission. So I go to the next slide. So now I arrived in the point to explain why LSAS is a unique opportunity. So LSAS, we offer a sustainable presence on the moon. As you might know, there is only one European lunar mission planned until 2030 in the exploration strategy roadmap. LSAS will go over the gap until AL3 files and enable European lunar presences starting from 2024. So I go to the next one. So LSAS offers an opportunity for European companies to fly on an European lunar mission. This will enable them to gain a strong position and accelerate the entry of their technology or products in the lunar market. Of course, we are also open to flight payloads and to make opportunities or to open opportunities for companies outside the Europe. Companies will be able to bid for other opportunities since they will have gained flight heritage with LSAS. So go to the next. So we started a pilot phase with ESA, and this is still ongoing. OHB and ESA are working closely together on the technical, business, and partnership side so that we can better identify the partnership model. We have this, as it was in the previous slides, we made a proposal in 2019. In 2020, we have been selected from ESA to start this pilot phase, and now this pilot phase is still ongoing, and we are still working together on all these points presented here. So, and maybe I was very fast, but it's the end. It is time to lead again. Thank you very much.
So yeah, definitely nothing wrong with being succinct. So thank you, Christiane. Really interesting talk. Are there questions? We have a little bit of time for our final talk. I'll give it a second before I go ahead and put in ask a question. So I don't see anything right now. So Christiane, in terms of placement of payloads, you mentioned that there is a fair amount of kind of leeway in terms of where you can put them on kind of this lander. Is there any potential for like active placement?
So we already identified some payloads that would be possible to fly in the first mission. We started this design because, as I said before, that is based on the better sheet, but we implemented, this is the word I was looking for, we implemented the lessons learned from the better sheet, and we increased the capacity of the payload. This working has been already done, or it's almost finished. We have been working with IAI since 2018 together with these activities. So here we try to have as flexible as possible. That means we are not like constraints that we will give you an envelope and say, here is your envelope, here is your power consumption, pass your payload or adapt your payload in these conditions. No, this is not what we want. We want the possibility to give this flexibility and to discuss it with the people and to see what are their needs and what they need, and our design and our lander according to the needs from the payloads to adapt. This is the idea here. I don't know, did I answer your question?
Yeah, I think broadly you did, yes.
I cannot hear you now. I don't know why.
I mean, yeah, you did. So
yeah.
Let's see if are there any other questions?
Maybe a very quick one, if I may. Do you have a launcher selected?
Yes, of course. We had discussions with different partners for launcher. We are, as I said before, we are still working together with ESA, and we are defining here who will be responsible for what. In this commercial partnership is also appointed the launcher. That means we are still deciding if this launcher is going to be under the responsibility from ESA or under our responsibility. Of course, if there is under the responsibility from ESA, ESA will be the one that will choose the launcher. If the partnership will not come and we go to a fully commercial version, we had talks with Ariane, we have talks with SpaceL, and a lot of another companies that we were in contact, and we got already offers from them. So we didn't select yet a company that will do this launch, but we are still in this under discussions with with different possibilities.
Thank you.